Welcome to the Business Growth Spotlight, where we shine the light and talk with business leaders from all over the world who share their expertise and wisdom so we can all grow together. And I'm excited and honored to be joined by my guest today. But before we dive in to our conversation, if you're new to this podcast, welcome. I'm Heidi Schalk, co-founder of HLH Growth Solutions, and we support businesses with outside the box visibility strategies so they can scale their companies. Stay to the end because we're going to have a gift for you after my guest and I wrap up. So welcome, without further ado, welcome Linda Albright to the podcast with Albright AI. So glad to have you, Linda.
Thanks, Heidi. Really excited to be here. Let's let it rip.
Let's dive in. Absolutely. So I'll let you kick us off. Tell us a little bit about you, your company, and your role within it.
Thank you. Albright AI agency was decades in the making because I've been an entrepreneur for decades. I've been a part of every major tech revolution that has come down the pike. We can talk more about that. Yeah. But when I saw AI a couple of years ago, I was like, my goodness, this is going to put everything else to shame. I better get on this bandwagon. And it has been a wild, wild west ride, as you know, ever since. So we help business owners, scale-ups and startups adopt and integrate AI so they don't get left behind. And that's my passion. That's what I'm excited to do.
So you mentioned the revolution. It's a revolution, and it's really come on the scene strong, AI, in the last 2 years for the regular user. So how long have you been in front of AI and decided to dive in?
So being an early adopter of disruptive technologies, meaning I see something coming down the pike, I'm like, oh, I better get to know that. Mm-hmm. So that happened to me in AI about 2+ years ago. Mm-hmm. But then I dove deep into an insane year-long immersion program by some really sharp folks and just swam around in it for a good year, came up for air and said, okay, now let's actually use this. So casually about 2.5 years ago, then took a year-long program. Like everyone else, there's just something new every day. So constantly tinkering and trying stuff out.
Yeah, it's definitely an exciting space for sure. It keeps you on your toes. So what is the core problem Albright AI solves for organizations today, and how is your approach different from other players in the AI space?
Great question. So my approach is, do you want to be Blockbuster or do you want to be Netflix? Do you want to be in business in 2 years or do you want to be obsolete? And I'm not somebody who even likes saying that because I'm a positive thinker type, but those are the facts. How do you know it? Those are the facts today. Yeah. And I care so much about the small and medium business owner that is my passion to go, okay, that's the reality. Now, what do we do? My sweet spot, my zone of genius comes from sales and marketing and growing and building businesses. I've had many of them throughout my career and I've helped many grow their businesses. So I understand what it takes to grow a business. And I particularly understand how to kind of nail the marketing, positioning, and sales aspect of a business. So that's my background that I bring, like deep bench of business growth. And now with the AI layered on top of it. So it's a wonderful marriage from what I've been doing. And it's really helpful because what I find, and Heidi, you probably have also, is you can go in and try to assist a business with their AI, but sometimes there's other fundamental foundational issues that need to be solved also. Yeah. And so that's what I bring to the table.
Amazing. So how should leaders be thinking about integrating AI into their strategic planning rather than just their operational tasks? Because we know it can simplify things, right?
Yes.
But how should they be bringing it into their strategic planning going forward?
Great question. First, I think you can't bring it into your strategic planning unless you think about the people involved. So there has to be some attention paid to how are we going to prepare our people? Because people are afraid it's going to take their jobs. It's afraid it's going to make them sound like robots. It's afraid it's going to scare off customers. Like in every department, there's fear, legitimate fear of the unknown, and then change management. So when you're looking at like nuts and bolts, tools and workflows, you need to keep the human in the loop. You need to keep the human compassion as part of this plan. But I think you've got to skate to where the puck is going. So, I mean, every business is going to be different in terms of a strategic plan. But in your planning, skate where the puck is going and find the fastest way to get there. And is that AI? Is that automation? Is it human beings? You know, it doesn't necessarily change the strategic planning process, but it has to be part of your strategic planning.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
No.
Linda, what are some of the common misconceptions that business owners or executives have when it comes to leveraging AI for growth?
Yeah. They think it's going to replace all the jobs and that it's going to make them all sound like robots.
Mm.
Truth is, it will replace some jobs, but it will free up time with the people who are on your team to do more creative, strategic work and get more out of your team. So that's a common misconception. People think it's going to make you sound like robots and we're going to miss the human connection. If AI is done poorly, that is absolutely true. But Heidi, as you know, there's ways to play with AI to make it more, to enhance connection with
Yeah.
people versus remove connection. And when I say enhance connection, I don't mean it's going to be a stand-in and you're going to only talk to the avatar Linda. I mean, it's going to help me meet you where you're at quickly and more easily and serve you in a higher capacity. So that's what's possible. It's
Yeah.
just understandably most people don't know that yet, but they will.
What does agile leadership look like in the age of AI? And how can leaders prepare themselves and their teams for rapid transformation?
Oh, how to prepare. What's great about new tech is it doesn't ever replace the foundational human communication. It just
Mm.
doesn't. So you got to talk, you got to communicate, you have to air these fears, you have to collaborate together about how we're going to get through this. What was the other part of that question?
What does agile leadership look like in the age of AI? I mean, age of AI is here for a while. I mean, it's here forever, actually. It's not, like we said, it's not going anywhere.
Agile leadership means you're skating where the puck is going. You are managing the fears that you might have about it, and you are being a leader with your team so that they are on board with you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank you for that explanation.
Right?
I'm sure people are listening going, I don't know what that means. What major AI trends or capabilities are you watching closely that you believe will significantly impact businesses in the next 12 to 24 months?
Holy moly. You probably know, Heidi, the arrival of agentic AI and AI agents, which for those who are not familiar, I wouldn't expect most people to be familiar. It's basically the thinking and reasoning part of AI. So right now we know chat can write stuff and chat can plan stuff out for, and that's fantastic. But when chat can automatic, and not chat, when AI automatically do a workflow or a stream of actions and make decisions on our behalf,
Yeah.
that's game changing. And that's a little wild. So, for example, there's a couple of great clips out there, but I saw one by Vishen Lakhiani, if anybody knows Mind Valley, talking about what it will do for real estate, where it will research the markets and then create ads and then post those ads and then look at the data and then assess the data and change the ad if you need to change the ad so it gets better traction and then report all that, on and on and on. And it will all do it faster and quicker and cheaper than we do now. And that's not even a very good example, but that's just, off the top of my head.
Yeah. And I mean, I can only imagine how it's going to change the game for realtors. You already see some amazing stuff coming out for them.
Yes.
Yeah. I have some friends who are realtors and I'm blown away with what I'm seeing.
I have some clients who are realtors and it's just so much fun. Yeah. The
Yeah.
realty space is really hopping on AI. It's great.
Absolutely. So let's talk growth, Linda. You've been an entrepreneur. You've done a lot. You pivoted. You dove into AI. So you've done the pivot game. I think any entrepreneur, if you've been in this long enough, you've pivoted at some point, whether it's who you're working with, your product, your service, or your business completely. I know I have a few times.
Yes.
And it's just the nature of the beast. It's the way the game is played. Can you share with us some of the challenges that you faced start launching this company and in your AI system or your AI service product, and how did you overcome them?
I love this question because it's so fresh for me right now.
Mm.
So I literally have built businesses, my own and other people's. I've sold business. Like I've been in this space. I'm not a newbie. Launching an AI consulting business is an entirely different beast. And sometimes I scratch my head like, Linda, you know how to do this. Why are you struggling? And it's because it's a whole new skill set that you learn something today and it changes tomorrow. So I'm like, dang it, do I have to reinvent the? So it's a whole new skill set. People aren't looking for AI consultants because in about a year they will be, but it's still early. So people are still looking for solutions to problems. And AI might be a cool tool that can solve that problem, but no one's going, I need AI tools. So my challenge has been the basic business building challenges, which are what's your message? Who's your audience? What problem are you solving for them? And also niching down, as we say in the business world, Who do I really want to serve? Because sure, everybody needs AI, but that's not a very good business strategy.
Yeah.
So it's funny. I've struggled with all of the basic business issues that any business person struggles with, and
Yeah.
I finally have figured this out and got more traction once things clicked into place. But gosh darn it, go
Yeah.
back to the basics.
Yeah. So I love that. Go back to the basics. It always comes down to whenever you're stuck, what do? You can step away, like take a breather and go back to the basics. Let's not overcomplicate it because we can tend to do that, especially when we're feeling stuck or stressed. We'll
Yeah.
overcomplicate it. Hi, my name is Heidi. I'm an overcomplicator and a
Yeah, I
recovering
make a mess of
perfectionist.
things. Yeah.
So can you share with us what's on the horizon? What are the big goals for you and for Albright AI?
What I'm really excited about, this just landed recently. So I have a business coaching background and love business and all that. And so I actually want to empower other business coaches to use AI and to help their clients use AI. Because if a business coach is not AI savvy, not in the way that I am, you don't have to have my level of, I wouldn't even recommend it. But they have to be empowered and serve their clients with AI. So that's a level of the ecosystem I'm really excited to work with. I'm
Mm.
also looking at the AI space itself, and I think there needs to be not a governing body, but a consortium, an association of certified professionals that you can rely on because there's so much out there now. There's so much
Mm.
noise. So I'm getting involved in sort of at the higher level of this industry to make sure that there's guardrails and security for people poking around.
I love that. Yeah, because it's like a lot of people are just jumping on the bandwagon so they can do it and they really don't know what they're doing. They're kind of learning
Right.
as
Well,
they go.
I got into the coaching field back when you said you were a coach and people were like, "Well, what sport?" It's like, "No, no, no." And then coaching blew
Yeah.
up, right? And then there were
Yeah.
coaches on every street corner. That's what's happening in the AI space. Everyone's an AI consultant. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And before you ask, well, I'll let you keep going because you asked a good question before. Um, Maybe it was before we hopped on, but go ahead.
So what is your if I could give you a magic wand and you can wave it over one issue that's holding you back from possibly reaching your goal over the next 12 months, what would it be and why? What would you like to go poof on?
Love that. I would like to go poof on Linda. Just keep getting out there in the way you need to get out there and stop screwing around with things that probably are not like leading towards your goals. I mean, I'm human too, right? I used to teach, I can teach this stuff, I can preach this stuff, but it's whether it's be more not be more productive, but be more focused, stop playing small,
Yeah.
reach for the stars, make the big asks, all the stuff we all struggle with. Same here.
So not playing small, getting out there. How are you getting in front of you mentioned challenges, you've had the challenges that every startup has, but how are you getting in front of your ideal customer? How are you being visible? What marketing tactics or strategies have you used that are working for you that maybe you're doubling down on? And conversely, which ones have you tried that you're like, that's just don't work for me?
Yeah. No,
If you
great
have any.
question. So there's always the tried and true, which never fail for me or really for any business owner. Networking, speaking, and partnerships. Those are solid. So I always do that. And it's so much fun to play with partners. When I started this, I thought, you know what? How about if I practice what I preach? Let me launch my AI business using AI tools and AI systems. And those have been so much fun. Whether it's, posting social media, posting blog posts, whipping up a website. But the thing that I have really had a good time with, and now I've created a lead gen AI toolkit for my customers, is lead gen and cold outreach. So using some AI tools, as you know, Heidi, we're seeing that the average cold email outreach before AI is about 2% conversion rate, and we're getting 9%.
Yeah.
That is game changing. That's like 4.5 times percent. That's game changing. So
Yeah.
it's just fun because, like, wow, this works. Like, people are connected. We're connecting with people in a way we couldn't do before. And so I'm playing with new AI tools as well as doing traditional tried and true methods and having fun.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, Linda, how can people reach out to you and connect with you?
Thank you. Just hit my website, albrightai.com. It'll probably be in the show notes. Either fill out a form or email me. I don't think my phone number is published, but I just love having conversations. No matter where you are on the trajectory, I just had a conversation with a colleague who hates AI. I'm like, okay, let's talk. she's in business. Like, let's have a conversation about this. So whether you hate it or you're an enthusiast. Let's just connect, because the good people, I'm just going to sort of wind it up with this. The good people need to be involved in AI. There's a lot of fear and I think legitimate concern about what AI could do.
Yeah.
And my belief is if there's enough good people using it, we will far outweigh any of the, sinister or nefarious entities or initiatives that are out there. So please do just be in touch. We're all in this together because it's so new and we're just like this like crazy Wild West club. So yeah.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
of course, if you have a business need, let me know. We'll get you more leads. We'll get you tuned up.
Beautiful. Well, definitely connect with Linda. She's amazing. You could just hear it here. And her and I are like, she's like my new friend. Yeah. we're going to do a lot together. So definitely reach out to her. You can hear how easygoing and how amazing she is, and connect with her. And if you know anybody that could use some AI support in lead gen or anything like that to grow their business, definitely she's your person. If we could revisit this conversation in a year, Linda, and bring you back on in 12 months, what does success look like for you in Albright AI?
Well, for me, it's never been about money or status or success, for better or for worse. Like honestly, those are not on top of my list. What I care about, success for me would be that I had helped a certain number of businesses, of visionary business owners succeed because they got ahead of this technology.
Yeah.
So whether it's, I helped a solopreneur hit her first six figures, or whether I helped a Series A company, scale to the next level. That's, a company that got investment money scale to the next level, which I'm also working with. It doesn't matter the type of business. What I care about is, did that good entrepreneur succeed? Because if they succeeded, it means that I succeeded. So that's what success looks like to me.
I love when other people win too. I get so excited. I love celebrating them. So if you're watching Linda and I on YouTube, first I want to say thank you for joining us on YouTube. And there's a button that says a word, it says subscribe. Feel free to click that, because what that does, it allows us to notify you when we have amazing guests like Linda here today, sharing their journey, sharing their successes and what's working for them and what's not working for them, so that they can support you in your growth. She's giving a lot of her time today, and I'm so grateful for it. If you know of anybody that could use Albright AI or could be just even open to learning about it, let's learn, let's help other businesses grow. Make sure you share this episode with them and share Linda and Albright AI with them. It's important that we're sharing the message out to others and helping other people grow. We're better together. That's my mantra. Absolutely. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast platform like Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or any of the other ones, and you can leave a review, please do. Especially 5 stars would be fantastic. And I'm in high gratitude for that, because that allows us to also push out these episodes to more people, to allow more people to grow through the wisdom of our experts like Linda today. I did promise y'all a gift, and I'm going to give it to you right now. So get ready. If you are looking to grow your visibility, if you've been trying different things and you feel like it's spaghetti at the wall and it's not sticking, then go ahead and download our Spotlight to Scale blueprint. You can go to spotlighttoscale.com/blueprint. Linda has shared her secrets: partnerships, relationships, networking, speaking. Those things work. And there's some outside the box things on there too. So go grab it. It's free. It's yours. We'll have all of Linda's information in the show notes. So definitely reach out to her on social. Definitely go to her website. It's Albright AI, right?
Correct.
Yep. And Linda, before we wrap up, before I let you go, is there anything that you'd like to share that I didn't ask you or we didn't touch on today?
I really just want to express my gratitude to you, to what you're doing. Good-hearted, visionary entrepreneurs who are trying to help other entrepreneurs. And so I just want to say thank you. It's brilliant.
Well, I received that. Thank you very much. Yeah. And thank you for joining Linda and I. Make sure you connect with her. Please do. She's incredible. And go check out Albright AI for your business needs and learn more about it. Learn what it can do for you in scaling your business. And we will see you on the next episode of the Business Growth Spotlight.